Even before that, we were supposed to do a tour in July.
Yeah.
So like, it's just been like waiting and waiting and waiting to like get on tour.
Yeah.
But
it's all good now.
Yeah, it's all good.
We're all mad.
Yeah. I'm not mad. I'm just saying I'm doing better now than I was 6 months ago.
Dude, you look so stoned.
I'm not.
You're not?
No.
You do. You look stoned.
Smoke, dude.
Whatever.
No, let me hit that.
Don't lie. Yeah. What a surprise. That's not the first time I've heard that today.
Yeah.
Nor is it this. Yeah. Whatever.
That's what she said. Jeez. Wow. God.
So tell me about the recording process. You guys worked with Terry Date?
Yeah.
He did like Deftones and like
he's the man.
Limp Bizkit.
We met him. Chino was doing vocals in Seattle. We went down to hang out with Chino. Mm-hmm. We met Terry. He's like the coolest dude ever. He's from Ohio, but he's like a pretty Northwest dude.
Northwest dude.
Yeah.
He likes the Seahawks.
Yeah.
And the Huskies.
Same like views on politics and like just basically life. So like we knew we wanted to work with him. He expressed interest. We hung out and we were like, yeah, let's do this. We did pre-production for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, about 2 weeks.
And then went in the studio and it was butter after that.
Was it?
Yeah. We just
like
watched like college basketball and golf.
Yeah, and
wow.
just did tracks and drank good beer.
Yeah, great beer, great dark beer.
Because Terry does not drink crappy beer.
He doesn't drink shitty beer.
No.
Dark beer.
I think the good beer that we were drinking, he was like,
yeah, he bought his own.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He's a connoisseur of music and beer and men.
What?
That came out wrong.
That did come out very wrong.
Bands.
Of bands.
Men and bands. No, that came out wrong too. Terry's the man.
Oh, you're just describing him in the worst way possible.
Terry, I love you. You know how I am. No, we got along really well and it went great.
Well, I was going to ask, what was it about, when you first met him that really hit it off?
He was just really like chill.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to describe. He's just like this really chill dude.
For someone who has done so many big records, like Soundgarden, Pantera, White Zombie, Stained, Limp Bizkit. I mean, and those last two aren't my favorites, but they still were huge. Deftones. Prong. For someone.
Snoop?
No, he did work with Snoop. That's right.
He did?
Yeah, he did a track for Snoop. For someone who has done that much big stuff, his ego was non-existent. Yeah. Like, he was just a dude. He could have been my neighbor, Mm-hmm. And, like, that was really reassuring. Like, there was no, like, expectation of, like, we got to act like rock stars.
Yeah.
Like, we're just dudes making a record. And that's how he looked at it. He was great.
That's cool. How was the writing process for this when you guys did pre-production?
When we went into pre-production, we had pretty much everything written.
Okay.
Cool. But the writing process, like, we started out with pretty quick with like 2 songs, and then we took like a long break, and then we wrote pretty much the rest of it in about 6 months.
Yeah.
And then in pre-production, we tweaked a couple of the songs, but really like not too much.
Yeah.
So.
Not too much. It was just like a couple. Little things.
Sectional changes.
Yeah. What were the objectives with writing this new one?
Just write a great record that made us happy. Really.
The thing I like about the record is that the songs don't sound the same on like song to song. I think like it's a good album in that sense. Like just the way the tracks are back to back, it just sounds really like an album.
Yeah. Even though they're very different.
Yeah.
Like, each song has its own flavor, but it's like, when you go to Baskin & Robbins and get, like, a cup with, like, 2 different flavors, and then you mix in, like, jelly beans, nuts, maybe some chocolate syrup. Yeah. Like, it's all different flavors, but it just works perfectly.
And it's, like, in this huge
Or maybe
tub.
not perfectly, but it tastes good.
It's in this huge tub that makes this one delicious flavor of ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
That's a good analogy.
We strive.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
What? Like, if you go to Cold Stone Creamery or something like that, you're going to put, like, a bunch of different stuff in. Or at least I am. So,
It's up to
When you were writing this record, was there ever any pressure thinking, are the fans going to like this?
Sometimes, like, when we got, like, a main riff, I'd be like, I bet there's going to be people that are like, these guys lost it. But in my mind, I was like, I think this is great, so I really don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's inevitably going to go through your mind, but I'm going to write what I want to listen to over what. Yeah. Like, this is my band.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly, yeah.
So, yeah.
There isn't like a multiple choice thing that people can pick.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great.
Do you want a breakdown in the song?
Yeah.
Yes. Would you like a mellow part after the breakdown? Yes or no?
Yeah.
You know, like, no. It just comes out how it is. So, yeah. Maybe a little bit. It didn't affect anything. The thought crossed my mind, but it didn't change anything.
Do you guys feel content where you're at right now? I mean, you seem pretty happy being on the road.
Yeah,
I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy with the new record and about 99% of the response to it. Cool. There's always going to be that 1% that doesn't care for what you're doing, you know.
Which is okay because they still obviously listen, you know.
Yeah.
And there's still a chance of them.
Yeah, maybe it'll grow on them.
Change their minds.
But for the most part, yeah, I really have no complaints right now. I'd like to meet a wonderful woman, but I have time.
I would too.
Yeah, I think everyone would. But yeah, it's other than that. I mean, that has nothing to do with this. So,
how's Thomas been?
It's been good.
Good.
Yeah.
He's got a wonderful woman.
Does he?
Yes.
What's she like?
Wonderful.
She's blonde.
Supportive, blonde.
Really?
She's a pink.
Her name is Hope, so she gives him hope.
That's funny.
Yeah, she wears boots.
She wears boots. She's a
Is she-
hairdresser.
Is she hot?
Oh, I mean, if it wasn't Thomas's girl, I would probably try for it.
Jeez, why do you say stuff like that?
Frank, you want me to be honest or not?
No.
You guys got a picture?
Jeez.
I don't like her that much.
It's like let's look.
No, she's cute. But enough about Hope, because I feel weird.
Yeah,
I feel dirty.
it's
It is
okay.
starting to get weird.
I'm just saying, dude, if none of that had ever happened. God, you're ripped.
No, I'm not.
You're such a liar. You're such a liar. I said I was.
Dude, I was gonna bring you guys weed too.
It's all good.
I was gonna bring you guys weed and smoke out.
We're stocked if you want help later.
Yeah. What are you guys doing after? Are you guys going to a party?
I think we're staying in Venice Beach.
What?
Yeah.
We have a really cool hotel that we try to stay there at every time. It's like super artsy. The rooms are all decorated and
awesome.
stuff. Yeah. And then we're going to the beach tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you guys play tomorrow?
Nowhere.
The day off.
Day off. Yeah.
Good.
Thursday
Sweet.
plays here with Touche More Far. Yeah.
You know, These Arms Are Snakes are playing in the other room, right?
Yeah. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Right? Yeah.
Pretty nuts, dude.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
gonna be
probably be
crazy.
on our way to San Francisco, unfortunately.
Cool.
But yeah, I'd love to go to that show, man. Those dudes are great. Brian's like, he actually like helped us out a lot when we first started. Like, when These Arms were first starting, we were first like getting big enough to play like good shows, and they invited us to play a couple times at a venue called the Redmond Firehouse in. It's right outside of Seattle, east of Seattle.
Blood Brothers played there. And they did the video.
We actually I'm in that video for
Are
like
you?
a split second, and the best thing is I'm wearing like a red and white striped short sleeve shirt, so it looks like Where's Waldo. Down the stage, I'm on the right side. So if you ever want to watch it, yes, I'm in that video. I think Thomas is there and Eric Syree.
Who's there excited?
Oh, you know, yeah, high school friend.
It's good. I thought it was good.
Frank, you're hilarious, dude.
What?
He's like, that's good.
It was good.
Frank's just chilling.
How do you feel after being in the band for what, almost 2 years now?
Well, how did I feel about what?
Being in the band for
I
almost 2
feel
years now.
great. Andrew's hilarious. Thomas is hilarious.
This guy laughs at me. Seriously, I'm not even
Yeah,
trying to
he
be
just
funny.
be sitting there. I'll just laugh because
Yeah.
it's just like what he's doing is just so funny, and he does the best voices. Thomas does great voices, but Andrew does
There
like
will be
my
no
faves.
voices.
There'll be no voices right now, but
Later,
he'll show you.
I'll show you around.
Yeah, some good ones. Some good ones.
Yeah.
In the past 2 years, have there been any people that you've met that have really stood out? People that you've met just through this band in particular? Aside from Terry Day.
Thursday,
Yeah, Thursdays. That's pretty.
Law Dispute.
Yeah.
I mean, we met the Deer Hunter in the last 2 years, and those guys are great.
Yeah. The record fucking so good, dude.
Yeah, they're just a great
They're
band.
filthy now, dude.
Yeah.
They were filthy before, but they're filthier.
They're filthier for sure.
Were you into the Receiving End of Sirens?
I didn't really listen.
Yeah, I
too
hadn't
much
listened to it much. Their bass player Nate, the guy that's playing with them now, played bass and
Oh,
Receiving
they
End.
play guitar.
Did he?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
okay, you're
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mean to.
No, I prefer being correct. I like when I say something wrong for someone to be like, no.
Yeah.
That's why I try to do it.
Yeah.
A lot of speed for sure.
Yeah, they're dope.
Joe.
Yeah, Joe
from
Payne.
Divine Heresy. Yeah, more their bass player.
Yeah.
Used to be in Nile
When did you guys meet them?
in Australia.
Trevor Black Dahlia.
Oh, Trevor Black from Black Dahlia, the singer, and Brian from Black Dahlia. Yeah. I don't know if you saw our webisode from Europe when Brian, their guitar player, is breaking a table at this festival, Download Festival, and then the organizers or somebody that works the festival are walking by and they're like, hey. He walks up to him and he's like, okay, we'll stop. Then later they get kicked out.
We actually ran into Trevor in Minneapolis.
Yeah, randomly at a bar outside
at the Kitty Cat.
At the Kitty Cat Club.
Wow.
Kitty Cat. Yeah, the Kitty Cat. But we were like, Travis?
Trevor.
God damn it, Frank. Yeah, so those guys are great.
How do you guys see things going now that you have, this is
Straight
your
to the
third
top.
label release?
There's a voice.
Straight to the top. No, honestly, I just like to keep putting out music and going on tour. Do you want that? Let me just see who this is real quick.
Sure.
If it's our tour manager, I'm going to pretend to be you.
Hey, I'll text him. Do you want Andrew to text me? Oh, okay. I'll send it. Bye.
Seamless, dude. Seamless.
Is that my voice?
Apparently, to Shay, that's what you sound like. You need to text him guest list. He's gonna do that. You can ask me. God, I love my favorite. I called Thomas one day, and I know it's gonna go online, but Seattle Police Department, you're never gonna see this. Plus, it's there's probably a statute of limitations. One day, Thomas nicked this car when he was taking me home with our trailer, and the next day I called him from another number, and I was like, "Hey, is this Thomas Arak from driving a silver van and blue trailer?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, officer." And I was like, "This is he was like, "Oh yeah." And I was like, "This is Jim James with the Seattle Police Department. Do you have any information about an accident in Wallingford district?" And he was like, "Oh no, I have no idea." And it was great, dude. I had him going for minutes.
That totally sounded like Thomas too.
Douchebag. No, I'm just joking. Hey, you got to text that in. He's sending him in right now.
You text yours.
I need to text mine.
Why would you use your phone?